Well, hi everyone, and welcome to 2020. This is my very first video for the year, and I'm so excited about what is ahead for not only me, but lots of my clients and the programs and everything that's happening in 2020. For so many people that I know, 2019 was really hard and really challenging. But you know, we can let go of every single thing that happened last year and have this year as a brand new year without judgment, without influence of last year. So for some of you, you set your resolutions, your New Year's resolutions. I know I absolutely do every single year. I'm a bit of a nerd like that. I set myself goals. I'm a list girl, so I love to tick things off my list. I love to do all that sort of stuff. So for some of you, it might be to lose weight. For some of you, it might be to get fit, to earn more money, to learn how to be calmer, to reduce your anger, to reduce stress or anxiety. Now, all of these are real. All of these are genuine, and we make them for a reason. Sometimes we don't analyze the reason behind why we've made the goal or the resolution, but we make them for a reason. And so many people say to lose weight, which is great. If that is your goal, it's absolutely fantastic. But for so many of us, we just set the goal, and then by about now, the first week in Jan, we've not done what we thought we were going to do. So we go, I'll start at the end of January when, the kids are back at school and everything's all settled down. I'll start then, that's all right. Or for some of us, we start off the year pretty hard and we go, I can do this. But then it gets to sort of Feb and go, no, it's not going to work for me. And everything just goes by the wayside. And you get to the end of the year and you go, oh my gosh, what have I actually done? What have I actually done that's different or achieved? Is there anything from the start of the year to the end of the year that's different? And so many of us, it's just not. And we wonder why we feel like we're going in just a constant loop. So I set myself goals a lot. I have massive goals for my business this year. And in actual fact, I love the words that I found. I shared a post a week or so ago, and you had to find the first 3 words that came up in this word search. And my 3 words were breakthrough, which I love. I love that. And I'm looking at that purely for my business. The other words were power and love. So to me, I'm finding my internal power, which is causing my breakthrough, and I've got so much support around me. The love is just like the bonus for my year. The thing is all my goals and all my aspirations is I don't do it on my own. I set business goals, I set mental health goals, I set self-care goals, but I have so much support. So, my fitness, I keep my exercise up all the time, but I go to a group. They are my support. Now, whether they know or not, they keep me accountable. I exercise for my mental health to keep really strong, positive mental health. This group keep me accountable, which is great. And my self-care. So towards the end of last year, I tried to meditate most days. I try. And yes, sometimes it just doesn't work. And towards the end of last year, 2019, honestly, I barely meditated the month of November and December, barely. So my goal for this year initially is just quite simple when it comes to meditating. As of today, actually, because I'm back at work today, I'm going to meditate every day for 2 weeks straight. 10 minutes minimum, up to 15, 20 minutes if I can work that out, if I can fit that in my timetable. That is it, 10 minutes. And I've said you can afford now 10 minutes in your day just to get you back into a different pattern, into a different habit. They're just the basic, but I get support. I get notifications. With my business, I work with mentors. I enroll in many courses that have the support network there, so they are my support. I very rarely achieve any of my goals on my own. That is what it's about. So I'm going to answer the question today that so many of my clients ask me, why can't we stick to our resolutions and why can't we stick to our goals? What is the issue there? Well, to me, I reckon there's 3 reasons why we don't stick to our goals or resolutions, New Year's resolutions. The first reason is they're unrealistic. They're set so high and without a plan. They're just unrealistic. So, for example, if it was losing weight, we set a goal at the start of the year. Well, I'm going to lose 20 kilos in the year. Now, 20 kilos is a lot of weight. And I'm not saying at all that you can't do that. If 20 kilos is what you need to do, if 20 kilos is what you want to do for your health, fantastic. But often when we look at 20 kilos, it's so overwhelming. It's no way. Most of us will quit well before we're even halfway there. It might be 5 kilos in and it was so hard to get the 5 kilos that we go, I can't do this. This is so ridiculous. And most of us don't have a plan. I'm going to get fit. Awesome. What are you going to do? Or I'm going to earn more money. Or I'm going to be calmer. And we just don't have a plan, set an action plan on how to do it. When there's no plan, well, we often fail. The second reason we often fail to achieve our goals or our New Year's resolutions is we don't actually believe that we can. 20 kilos. We say, yep, I'm going to do it. But deep down we go, I'm never going to do it. I've never ever weighed whatever you weigh minus 20 kilos. Never weighed in my life. I'm going to run a marathon. You say at the start of the year. You've never actually done any form of fitness class. So in your mind, you go, well, as if I'm ever going to run a marathon when I don't even know how to run a kilometre. So when our brain doesn't actually believe it, we're not going to actually achieve it. We're going to find every excuse in the book, every reason, everything else to blame, to say, well, seriously, it wasn't my fault. It was something else. And the third reason that we don't do it is we don't have support. You don't have support. Losing weight, really, so many of us can lose a bit, but in order to actually keep that momentum happening and that motivation, support. When you have support, it's like you're accountable to somebody other than yourself, other than what's going on in your head. So support is so important. When you're trying to say, be a calmer parent and not get so angry. Where's your support? I mean, who said we have to do it on our own? It is so freaking hard on your own. When you have support, it makes it that much easier to achieve it. And then when you achieve it, you're going to your support group going, look at me, look what I've achieved. And that way it tells you what an amazing job you're doing. And we all need to be told every now and then what an amazing freaking job that we are doing. So they're the 3 reasons. So because of all this, and I am so determined to help others have a 2020 the way I mentally have planned my 2020. All this stuff that we talk about, it's not just mind fluff stuff. It's just, say an affirmation and, it's all going to come true and manifest. And I believe in all that stuff. But it also takes work. It takes work. Anything that you are changing in your life, we need to practice. We can't just have one session of, trying to not be anxious and then actually do it once and go, well, I can tick that off my list and I never have to worry about that again. That is just not the way life works. And we know it. On an intellectual level, we all know that. But it actually takes a bit of practice. So for so many of my clients, I say, well, ask yourself, why has nothing changed? From 2019 or the whole of 2000, why did nothing change? I set goals at the start of 2019. Why has nothing changed? Is it old beliefs? Beliefs, just the thoughts that we've had for so many years that we believe they're true. I don't know about you, but I have grown so much, especially in the last 5 years. My beliefs that I had 5 years ago are so obsolete now. They just don't exist in my world. And if I lived by them now, I would not be where I am. I would not think the way I think. I would not have the attitude, the perception of the world the way I do if I lived by my old beliefs. Sometimes beliefs need to be uncovered. And if they're not serving you, if they're not pushing you forward to achieve your goals or New Year's resolutions, then maybe we need to challenge them and change them. Sometimes it's old habits are the reasons things don't change. You know, we like patterns. Everything is a pattern in life. And it's so much easier to do the pattern. It's so much harder to choose something different. It's so much harder to stay calm when your natural reaction's to be angry. It's so much harder. So you think about, you know, a pattern or a belief or something that you've thought about for so long. Let's talk about parenting. You know, if you are constantly thinking, oh my gosh, my 16-year-old is so selfish. All they do, it's about them. It doesn't matter what goes on. They get angry, they're moody, they get annoyed with everything. And then, you know, out of the blue, they want me to drop them here and do this and do this. Every time we have an interaction with them, we've got these thoughts sitting in our head. We've got these beliefs sitting in the back of our head that our child is selfish. So it doesn't matter what they say, that belief is going to be backed up. When we become more mindful, which means we experience that present moment without judgment of the past, which is where we've got these thoughts, my child is so selfish, my child is so selfish, that is a past, and that is a belief, and that is an experience that you are judging this moment on, or by a perceived future. If my child stays as selfish, they are never going to be successful. How on earth are they ever going to live out on their own? Because it's all about them. Once again, you're not experiencing this moment with your child. You are experiencing it with judgment from the past or the future or the perceived future. When we learn and become more mindful, that all changes. That absolutely changes your experience of the situation, and your experience, the way you respond to the experience, ultimately has a flow-on effect with people in your life. So, for those who are watching this, and if you've managed to watch all the way to the end here, well, good on you. For those who are watching this, I am, for the month of January, only for those who are serious, because I am so passionate about helping people actually achieve their freaking goals, actually make a difference to 2020 for them. It's got nothing to do with anybody else. It's just for you. Now, my wellness session, till the end of Jan, I am doing 2 sessions for the price of 1. So we get together for 1 session. We lay down the foundation. We lay down the rules. We start 1 mindfulness technique. Now, normally you can just pay for that session and off you go and you practice. But I'm not allowing you to do that. I want you to come back and do your backup session. And then we work on the technique that you already know. And if, there's, nothing blocking us, then we do another technique. And I can guarantee by learning the 2 techniques, the 2 initial mindfulness techniques, which will help coach yourself and help self-counsel, because basically that's what you want to do. When your mind's all crazy and you want to know how to self-counsel yourself, how to do therapy on yourself. Well, this is what these techniques teach you, and they help push you through when you've got all the 3 things that aren't working. When you've set your goal too high without a plan, we're going to rule that one out. When you don't believe you can, we're going to rule that one out. And without the support, well, I'm the support. I will be that support. I will be the one that'll hold you accountable. I'll be the one that'll help push you to that next level. So for those that are serious, now you have to seriously do the work. If you do the work, I can guarantee things will change. Guarantee it. But you must do the work. So only those who've obviously watched to the end are serious, and only those who then book a session, hence 2 sessions with me, will actually make a massive impact in 2020. So that is my very first video. I'm going to try and do videos every Monday. I'm going to try and do, your mindfulness type Monday, where I will either teach a technique or, go through an old technique. But at this stage, video 1 successfully done. There'll be a link either within this video or below to book a session with me. You don't have to get started now. If you're on holidays, you don't have to get started now. But if you are serious about 2020, then I'm seriously ready to be your support and help you achieve your goals. Have a fantastic week, my friends. Have a fantastic month and a fantastic year. And I hope to be with you the entire way. Bye.